another all signs reading. You know what it be like. You know what it do. So, also shout out to my new subscribers. Your support has been awesome. Also, I love talking in the comment section, and if y'all want to find me on Instagram, Facebook, I'm a social butterfly actually. So yeah, hit me up, dudes. Let's talk. So let's see what the cards have to say for you. Oh yeah, and I have all the things linked below too, and also my other channel where I read books. Right now we're reading The Winter Stands Alone by Paulo Coelho. I've done some Goosebumps and stuff, pretty solid. So yeah, check that one out too if you like listening to books. But yeah, anyway, Empathic Starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Alright, this is relatable. So, the curse of the empath. Let's talk about that. Oftentimes how we find out that we're an empath is we start feeling the fears, the anxiety, the other people's energy, right? We take it on like it's our own, and we're like, why do I feel like shit all the time? And you don't realize that it's because you're absorbing somebody else's energy, right? And that's rough, and you'll take it on as your own if you don't understand it. If you're just like, all of a sudden you've got all these feelings, and all of a sudden you're all depressed, or all of a sudden you've got all this anxiety, and you're just like, what the fuck, right? Yeah, so really ask yourself, when you start feeling things out of the blue, ask yourself, am I absorbing something that isn't mine to absorb? You don't want to identify with the feelings, right? That's the trick. You don't want to identify with them. You don't want to take them on as your own feelings. You need to understand them so you can help other people to get out of that slump, right? You gotta feel them so you know what's going on, right? So... Alright, we've got the Hanged Man in reverse. Five of Wands in reverse. King of Wands in reverse. Eight of Swords. Alright. So, the Hanged Man in reverse is the removal of obstacles in your life, right? These obstacles are typically with the Five of Wands in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse. I feel like Spirit's kind of protecting you right now from people who are trying to bring conflict and chaos into your life. Just these negative ass Nancy's, right? We've got the King of Wands in reverse here. The King of Wands in reverse is like the King of Lies, right? The drama king, if you will. It's coming from that ego energy of just like conquer and destroy and very immature, very, and so I feel like you're being protected from these energies, right? That's very deceitful, right? Wands is honest communication, and with Wands being in reverse, it's like there's a lot of deceit, right? A lot of misleading, a lot of, whatever. With the Eight of Swords, there's something that you're not seeing. Alright, this is kind of a self-imposed prison too, because if you look, she can actually get out of there, right? Like, if she were to just, like, move in any direction, she would find a sword that she could cut herself free from. You know, ain't nobody there holding her there. There's nobody, you know, it's just her and the swords. And so this is kind of like a self-imposed prison. It's almost like not wanting to see something for what it is, right? That's the energy I'm catching. Not wanting to see it for what it is. We have the Judgment in reverse with the Seven of Cups. So what I see here is like not making a decision and having a lot of options, right? Like, so like Seven of Cups is like options in regards to love interests, right? And they're all very different. If you notice, each cup has something different to offer, right? And this person's just sitting here like, oh, which cup do I want? Cups are all about emotions, right? So these are emotional connections, love connections, right? With the Judgment in reverse, you're not making any decisions, right? And this is kind of your self-imposed prison. It's like wanting something that you refuse to even look at, right? It's like you want something, but you don't want to make a decision on it. Maybe you need to be more specific in your manifestations. But let's dive a little bit deeper into that. Because it's this energy of like, too, I feel like you've been through bullshit, right? You've been through bullshit. So also, you're looking at all these options like, what if they're just like, you know, what I've already experienced? And that's a fair assessment, right? Not wanting to relive the past and redo that shit, you know? Yeah, we have Four of Wands in reverse with the Devil in reverse. So you may have lived with the devil, right? That's the energy I'm seeing here. Actually, I should put those there. Yeah, so the Four of Wands is like the marriage card or like living together card, right? With that in reverse, it's like you might have moved away or whatever, left this person. With the Devil in reverse, this is like somebody, it goes back to that King of Wands in reverse, right? That very dramatic, narcissistic energy. The Devil card is also Capricorn energy, but I'm not seeing a lot of Pentacles here, so I'm not seeing that as a Capricorn. We have the Empress, which there's a lot of wands, so we could be dealing with an Aries, right? But this is your energy, right? And this is you kind of like standing in your power. This is you kind of ready to birth your creativity into the world, right? Also, there's fertility, so if you're having sex, maybe use protection unless you're trying to have a baby. You know, that could be on the menu here. But what I'm seeing here, though, more than anything, is that you're very creative, right? You have this artistic nature about you, whether you're male, female, whatever, tarot ain't about all that. You're sitting in this divine feminine energy, this creator energy, this spiritual energy, right? This like energy of oneness with the universe and with nature, you know. It's very beautiful energy. Um, you've been through a lot, and I feel like you're just kind of over having to go through a lot. I feel like you're just kind of like, is there a point where I just get to have a good relationship or just get to relax and not feel on edge or feel like, you know, you're dealing with shit people? Um, so let's find out. Right? This is probably why you're not like making any big decisions in regards to love, right? Because you're just looking at all these options but only seeing your past, right? And you need to see that they're not all your past, but you do want to attract something that isn't going to be like the past. Two Pentacles in reverse. You may have said, fuck it, I'm just gonna be single. Like, that's better, right? That could have been your decision, right? But with the Judgment in reverse, that's not your solid decision. That's not actually, you know, with the Ten of Swords showing up, that was a decision that you made out of feeling betrayed or hurt, you know, feeling defeated in love. Or, you know, the thing is love never actually hurt anybody, right? It's the lack of love that hurts people. It's being in these situations that have no love, right? That's all based on possession and infatuation and, you know, all these superficial things. Real love isn't like that, right? It's not jealous. It doesn't boast. It's nice. It's, you know, it's more, it's deeper than that. It's not about possession and ownership. It's about mutual respect and trust and care. You know, it's like love is different from this bullshit that they try to feed us in the media and stuff, you know. And I feel like you want something authentic. You don't want that fake ass bullshit ass whatever ass shit you've had, you know. I just feel like you're over that. You're over the head games. You're over the nonsense. And you're just kind of like ready to embark on something new. You might be starting your own business, or you might be going into a leader position, a leadership role in your job or something, especially with that Empress energy that's leader, right? People look up to you. Three Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you really just want to reach a point of just feeling super independent, right? I feel like you don't like relying on other people because you don't feel like other people have been reliable, right? You want to be able to make it on your own. You want to feel like you've done it for yourself. And I fucking get that. I get that. You don't want anybody to ever be able to say that they got you where you're at in life, or you wouldn't have shit if it weren't for them. You're like, fuck that. Right? That's the energy I'm seeing. Fuck that. Page of Wands in reverse. I see that you could be like not communicating with certain people, or like not extending offers. Not accepting offers. That's what I'm hearing. Not accepting offers. Then the Sun card comes out, right? It was in the reverse. However, there's no reverse meaning of this card. You could be dealing with a Leo, though, because there's a lot of wands, right? A lot of fire energy. And I'm seeing two fire signs, Aries and Leo. But with the Sun card, it's like saying that you will find this like emotional and financial abundance, right? You will reach a point where you are feeling content and able to, stand on your own 2 feet, right? Also, like, get in touch with your inner child. Don't be afraid to, like, go and enjoy yourself. Um, do things that are fun, like, I've recently learned that I just really love hanging out at our arcades, like, so, you might feel that same kind of, like, it might be nice to go and enjoy some, like, childlike wonder a little bit, something outside of the norm. Yeah, the Two of Cups is showing up in reverse, like, so I feel like this breakup could be pretty fresh for you, or at least still very, like, fresh in your heart and in your mind. I feel like, yeah, you're just pretty much over the past. That's what I'm seeing. You're just fucking done with it. You're, like, very strong, for all that you've come through, and I feel like you recognize that this was kind of a self-imposed prison. That for a while you weren't seeing it for what it was, because you didn't want to see it for what it was, because that would be disappointing, right? But I see that you're just straight up disappointed with that situation and with how that played out. The Ace of Wands in reverse, yeah. What I'm hearing with this is I don't want another fucking passionate new beginning if it requires hurting, right? That's what I'm hearing. So, it is up to you, ultimately. You make those decisions for yourself. You are in charge of that. I hope that, you do find somebody worth connecting with, somebody who isn't a piece of shit. I hope that for you. Somebody who changes your mind about these feelings. Inevitably. It doesn't have to be like right now. I see that right now. You want a lot of time to heal and work through some shit. Right? You gotta work through some shit. Yeah, Knight of Wands. This is like receiving good news or an offer. I feel like this could be a friend or family kind of reaching out to help you, so you don't feel like you need that past energy to, with the Six of Wands in reverse, yeah, I feel like you may have lost a lot of friends to this connection, but ultimately what I'm seeing is that you weren't getting appreciated or even acknowledged. I see a lot of emotional neglect, and I feel like somebody, like, with the Knight of Wands, it's like somebody's trying to offer you a way out or trying to help you out of that situation. Trying to really help you move forward. Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You're letting go of somebody here who didn't show up for you in the way that you needed them to. You're emotionally, like, withdrawing. This is like, you're really fucking done. That's what that is. You're really fucking done. Alright. So, I cannot say I blame you, right? I would be fucking dead too, to be honest. You know what? I'm gonna actually pull some of these oracle cards. It's always tea time, right? This card is about, like, a lot of repetition, eternity, endless moments, right? So it feels like karmic shit, like reliving certain cycles over and over and over, and it's like, and you're trying to break these cycles, trying to break free, right? This could be generational curses. Keeping up, immense effort, advance, right? So I do feel you making a lot of efforts in your growth and in your personal expansion here. Like, you're ready to be done with these cycles, with this nonsense. It's like you're ready to break these generational curses, right? And you're the Empress, so I see that you absolutely have everything, every resource that you need to do so. So let's see what the Kali deck has to say. Sribala. Commit entirely and without hesitation to your most passionate inspirations. There are genius and wisdom in what you yearn to do. You have a greater capacity to attain fruition than those around you may recognize. Believe in yourself even if no one else does. It is not imagination that drives you towards your destiny, but the instinctive recognition of your true purpose. Trimanogmo. The spiritual cleansing and protective means necessary to overcome any obstacles shall be granted to you. You can trust in what is happening in your life, especially the things that are breaking apart or rising anew. Any pain that you may be experiencing now is so much less than the pain that would have taken root if certain circumstances were allowed to continue. Right? So that's like saying you're being divinely protected, right? And you need to take this opportunity and walk, leave, be done with it, right? But yeah, that's pretty much what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Namaste. I love you guys, and I will catch you later.